you're looking at what remains and what hasn't been destroyed, and maybe what still needs to be destroyed around you. Hi, my name's Dee and welcome to Sunchild Tarot. Now this is a general reading for Pisces for January 2020. Sorry, they've compared with other readers, they're a little late, but hey ho. Now, if you've watched my readings before, you know I like you to come to me with a question. Obviously, I don't know and can't know what it is, but take a moment to pause the video, think about all the questions that are around you, choose one of them. Focus on it because energy in, energy out. But be aware of the others because the cards will answer whatever they like to. Now, being a general reading, as I'm sure you know, general reading rules apply. So roles can be reversed, timing is not absolute. The difference with me is this reading either is for you or it isn't. There is a past and a present in the reading, and the recent past and present especially. If it doesn't fit, don't try and make it fit. It's not for you, it's for somebody else. Now, obviously, these will be companions to full moon readings, waning moon readings, and waxing moon readings. You can find all those on my channel. And you should be watching this for your sun, moon, rising, north node. To be quite honest, probably Saturn and Pluto Saturn and Jupiter at the moment as well. So with that's all my waffle over. Let's get on with the cards. I'll just bring the cards up now. If it will do what I'm asking it to. Right. No. There we go. Right. So, as you will see from my shuffle video, which will appear in a minute, some of the oracle cards flipped over, and during the shuffle, I always like to read these first. So we have Bina, the angel or Sephirothic angel of knowledge, and Uriel, the angel of flame. Druid from Angels and Ancestors, hold the space. Impasse, Shiva the Destroyer, and Apuch the Fear. So, looking at the spread that we've got, you're very much in your ivory tower at the moment, aren't you, Pisces? So I don't think that's going to last. We're starting with the Nine of Pentacles here, where I'm actually feeling that whereas the Nine of Pentacles can be very much, I'm independent, I'm on my own, I've got everything I need, it feels like there's something missing from here. And how you're feeling at the moment is we have the Hermit, the Eight of Wands, Queen of Cups. So you're feeling alone, but that's partly deliberate because you're trying to seek your own inner wisdom. And also I get the impression that things are changing fast, both inside of you and outside of you. But some of the dreams that you've been looking at recently, you're thinking, not so impressed with, not so chuffed with. You're wondering, is this worth it? Is that worth it? But this seems to be an emotional reaction to something that has happened in the recent past. So if I build up to the present, because what I'm getting from these oracle cards is exactly this. You are coming to an impasse for the moment. Yes, things are changing fast within you, but yes, you're still pretty much that solitary individual that you are left alone on this journey, mainly because it's your journey. No one else can share it with you. But fear is something that is being brought up, and you're looking at what remains and what hasn't been destroyed, and maybe what still needs to be destroyed around you. But there is a goal that you have in mind, and as much as part of you is going, is it worth it? Is it not worth it? Should I stick to it? Should I not stick to it? You've reached that impasse. You don't know. You're not going to know, but if you set your intentions right, if it's something that is meaning to you, hold the space for it. The whole reason for you facing all of this fear and all of this knowledge that burns is to see whether you really, really do want to stay with this dream or not. Actually, let me just zoom that out a little so you can actually see this end corridor. Right, okay. So there's the technicalities finally over. So I'm going to go from the recent past. These four piles at the bottom represent like astrological forces. And it's almost like that you were presented a whole new dream, a whole new, oh yes, I want this more than you can say. But striving for it, all it really did was cause you anxiety and cause you to constantly be trying to balance things. And I'm not sure that that balancing actually works, since it's taken you to a point of the Three of Swords, right? Hermit, Ace of Swords, Three of Swords. There was pain that was caused you by this new dream, by this wanting this new thing. This may be the dream that you're focusing on at the moment. I'm making no judgments about this dream at the moment. It might be good, it might be bad. But there were certain amounts of clarity and information imposed from elsewhere, knowledge that burns, that caused this pain for you. But this pain, it had a little bittersweet quality to it, but it did stick you into your own head, and you were maybe not seeing everything clearly, but it was setting you on the path to I don't even want to say to see things clearly, but to see things distorted as they initially were from this wonderful snazzy new dream that came along but caused all this stress. And then as you follow the moonlight out of the forest on this hermit card, what you are seeing is distorted, and then it's distorted again in a different way, and then it's distorted again in a different way, and so it keeps changing. It's that stream is coming towards me, and so it's bringing more information, more ways of looking at the same thing, and every single bit of it is incomplete because it's in the moonlight. But it is a bridge that you have had to cross to get wherever you're going. Again, no judgments yet whether this is good or bad. So you've decided to choose life, choose fertility, choose abundance, the Empress. You've decided to focus on what will bring you the best harvest. And yes, there has been news that comes to you and new offers coming to you. Nothing's quite feeling like it's, I want that magic back. I want that, oh yes, I want to do that back. But there's certain things that you have been remaining a little blind to while you've been going down this stream, while you've been looking at the initial dream with all the different distortions one way or another. So yeah, there's plenty of options that have been open for you recently, but none of which actually feels like, yeah, don't want it, don't want that, don't want that, don't want that. Yeah, that sounds boring. Yeah, no, I've been there before, don't want to do it. And there is something that you have fixated on in a good way. I mean, I don't mean like obsessively. There's something that you've fixated on, that there is that small voice inside you going, yes, you are on the right path. It don't look like it by a long shot, but you are on the right path. Keep going. You can't see what the destination is right now. So that's leading you to your, yeah, I've got everything that I need and I'm perfectly independent. You know, so But there is news coming. That balancing act is still going on. Two of Pentacles here as well. But it's almost like you're having a little more fun with it now, because from this Two of Pentacles, he's there levitating one pentacle over his hand by the looks of it, and the other one is just throwing up and down like a basketball. And he could throw it away anytime he likes. But he's reached some form of pinnacle by sitting on this wall. You are at the threshold for you to actually have some wisdom and mysteries revealed to you, if you haven't already had mysteries revealed unto you. Something that's made you go, okay, I'm still in the shadow, but news has come to me. And also there's that one's influence, so that might be a fire sign influence. There was, and I've seen some other ones somewhere around here, but where you are right now, what's underlying the situation is there is change. There is change that opens up the whole world to you, and with the right amount of hard work, which you're already putting in, this change will materialize. But yeah, you do have to still be in that isolated space, that lonely in the middle of a crowd space, to fully see everything that's going on and fully take advantage of it, because that's where we are right now. So moving slightly into the future. Patience, my Padawan. There's the Temperance card. Everything is slowly being mixed together in the right quantities, and progress will be slow, but those things that need cutting out, to a point, you've already cut them out. You are setting your rules for yourself. While you've been doing this balancing act, there's certain rules that haven't been as hard and fast as they could be. But you are setting rules for yourself at the moment. And I think what you're more discovering is that you have already set rules. What you're doing is identifying the rules that you have set for yourself. But this is going to come through to an abundant time. And also a time where you're unpicking half-truths. I don't want to say, I don't feel lies on this. I mean, there's a guy playing, it's a Seven of Swords, so lies, secrets, but he's putting the swords in the ground like he's making a model out of Meccano or Lego. So he's disposing of those things that are no longer necessary to make the perfect structure around him, which will bring that fertility. And the dreams that you have been going about, I think that inner fire, Angel of Flame again, that inner fire is coming back to you, because you are making the effort to notice what it is that you've been blind to, and you are making it is a game. It is like this guy's playing chess or some such. Here, the two swords are behind him. He's coming out of the shadow to declare what his moves are. And those moves, as long as you are being fair, it is a harvest that you will reap from. But yes, it is a game at the minute, and you're only halfway through. So you have to keep treading carefully and weighing up your actions, and make sure that you are fair in trying to achieve this goal, whatever it is. So I assume that's going to mean fair to yourself, but fair to those around you as well, because you're putting yourself into quite a powerful position with this Queen of Wands, someone who has luck on their side, but also has wisdom and knowledge on their side. And yeah, there might be burdens that you've got to pick up, that you're worried that those burdens will turn you into a person that you're not. And maybe by the act of taking up some of those burdens, You are becoming somebody that you're not very, very briefly. But it's also helping you connect to bits of yourself that you're actually not used to, bits of yourself that you didn't necessarily know were there. You know, when you've got that, oh, I don't want to do that, and but I've got to do it, and then you start doing it and go, actually, I'm quite good at this. Actually, I enjoy this, or actually, this was necessary and I didn't know I was capable of it. You know, all those sort of getting whole new aspects to yourself that are part of you. You just haven't necessarily wanted to notice that they were part of you at the moment. Because it looks like other people are aware that you have options at the moment, probably more aware than you are, because this Seven of Cups in the recent past, I almost feel like you didn't really pay attention. What options? Because I'm not going to do that, and I'm not going to do that, and I'm not going to do that. So they're not really options because they're not something I'd consider doing. Other people around you are like, you know, there's more than what you've just cast away. But they see that you're too worried about what you have lost than what you have remaining. But there is a whole new start, or somebody with a great deal of passion for you. There is a whole new start coming along for you. Because in your hopes and fears, we have the Lovers, the King of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands. So with the Ten of Wands here, it's, do I really want to pick up these burdens? Do I really want to crack on with exploring those other aspects of myself? And I think the answer I'm getting from this is yes, you do. So if there's something that makes you go, oh, but I've got to do it, yeah, you have. Crack on. You know, you actually find some untold treasures in doing these things that you're thinking, that's not really me. But you're worried about the choices that you need to make, and if you're going to be dragged out of, at the moment, I think it's dragged out of your self-imposed isolation, or if you're going to be dragging somebody else down into the pit that you're in. Yeah, don't do that. But progress will be slow, but any progress that you make, you will not lose. It's not one step forward, two steps back. It's one tiny step forward, wait. One tiny step forward, wait. Okay, so this is not a fast process. So having a look at a potential future. Yeah, you know what I was saying about this Queen of Wands down here? Where if you take up these burdens, you're actually going to find yourself finding those extra aspects to yourself, and finding that you're a lot more skilled and a lot more capable and a lot more confident than what you thought. Follow that. Because by following that path of the Queen of Wands, you are going into new territory, and it opens up a whole new dream. We've got two Ace of Cups there. One in the near future, one in the far future. So I'm beginning to think that this dream of yours that we saw at the start is a good one. It just looks at the minute that it's never going to come around. It's never going to happen. And that was what was causing you the pain of this Three of Swords here. But that pain was like the fire of the forge for a sword. You know, you had to go through it to get rid of all the rubbish that you had attached to this dream and still keep that core essence. Because we, because so if you follow this path, we have the Four of Wands, commitment, marriage, and illumination in this card. Either you're going to receive the answers that you seek, whether that's knowledge or whether that's somebody saying, yes, I will, or even, yes, I do. We have the Ten of Cups, which in this deck is quite dynamic. It's the Ten of Cups is not just somebody stood there with the Ten of Cups rainbow. It is you're in motion. You are chasing over. Oh, camera's a bit weird there. You are chasing over um, what you are, what is making you happy. There's an element of mystery. I'm happy as it is, and I want to see how much happier I'll get, and it's leading me this way, and now it's leading me that way. So again, there's that same stream that I saw in the Hermit card here, that this group is following down, and it's a group. It's more than just you, because your friends are definitely with you. Three of Cups. So, what is affecting your behaviour right now? We're going to look now into the distant past. There was a whole new There was a whole new beginning in the past. Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. It was something that was stable. It was something that was good. It was something that was practical, and you set plans to go along this path. Two of Wands, with the Two of Wands straight after, but two Queen of Swords. It's almost like it got stomped on, or you had to cut it out. So the reason you're so dodgy about this dream at the moment seems to be that you've had a dream like this before and it all went horribly wrong. It just ended up being something that you needed rid of, that you needed to be completely without. And so that's what's causing you this. Do I follow this dream now? Or is it going to end up like the last one? Let's look at the final outcome. Keep working on it. Lots of cards wanted to come out for this bit. Keep working on it. And yeah, you've got to cut a few things out still. But you can be mysterious and you can be selective about those things that you are wanting to cut out. Be aware of your own chains. Be aware of your own devils. Yes, follow your passion, but you are not. Winter was coming. Winter's been. Winter's gone. Okay, you don't have to be in that sort of famine must save every last bit mentality, because the world is opening up for you. So I'm sorry that the camera seems a little bit fuzzy. It's the first time I'm using the new camera, and we'll give me a chance. I'll see what I can sort out. Right. So, from the Archangel Oracle, or Angel Oracle. Can't see the box. The Angel of Reconciliation. Let me be fully reconciled with what I have left behind. So there's that pain of that old dream that got hammered against the rocks. And then you're worried about this current dream. The old dream, for whatever reason, it's almost like it was a taster of what you've got now to prepare you to accept what you've got now, rather than a lesson of, oh, have a dream like that and it's all going to go horribly wrong. Balance, spirituality and practicality from the Moonology Oracle, which again, here we have the Pisces sign, full moon in Pisces. So there is more information coming to you. I think the moon cycles might be quite important in this as well. There is more information coming to you, but you've just got to, like that Druid card said, hold the space, be resilient. You've got to step into stillness. And although I got the Mending Bridges card, it came out almost reversed. It wanted to be reversed. I don't really do reversals, but that's how it came out. So maybe there's a couple of bridges that you should be happy that they are burnt, that they are gone. Okay, there's certain things that you, for your own health, you do not want to bring back into your life, because you need to know where you are going. You need to have the rest from all those things that you needed to cut out. Remember all of this Queen of Swords energy that we had here, and King of Swords. So yes, you're in that period of seeming inaction because you are needing to learn. You are needing remember I was saying the image was distorted one way, then another way, then another way. So you got to see it from all different angles. That process is still going on. You are having, you are learning a path of wisdom with regards to this dream. And there is, can they be more like in theme? There is Una, easy does it. There is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing, as we saw with this Temperance card. So don't be impatient. Everything, I know you get sick of hearing, oh, divine timing. But no, this is more of a practical thing. You don't have a launch night of a club until you've got a DJ, you've got the speakers, you've got the sound system, you've got the venue, you've got the license, you've got the staff, you've got the alcohol for behind the bar, you've got, do you know what I mean? All these things take time to bring around. But this is something that you are passionate about. Fire, passion, again with that angel of flame, that knowledge, that need, that dream does burn in both directions. It burns as in you want this dream, and it burns where clarity has come to show you that you couldn't have it there and then. You can still have it, but you are being taught a lot at the moment. So it is that you are on a double mission at the moment. Yeah, your dream is a mission, but the journey to this dream coming into being is another whole mission of itself. But you are going to come into blossoming abundance. It is all about cycles. Again, that time. Things are going to take time. So just go with the flow, give that commitment, and I think you will receive that commitment from that Four of Wands here. But you're not alone in this. Your path you are alone in, because these are your lessons and only yours. No one else needs to learn these lessons. These are for you. But you are having a heart awakening, and somewhere along the line, love features into this. Oh, what a surprise. It's Pisces. So I hope that means something to you. Do have a look at your waxing, your waning, your full moon readings. Click subscribe if this meant anything to you, and leave us a comment. I'll be very, very grateful. In the meantime, Happy New Year. Cheers.